Now, now let me discuss the radiation from two-wire antennas. How radiation occurs from two-wire antennas. Here, let us consider a voltage source. This is the voltage source connected to a two-conductor. This is two-conductor transmission line, which is connected to antenna. This is the antenna. This transition structure is nothing but the antenna. So applying voltage across this two conductor transmission line creates an electric field between the conductor. So let us assume upper conductor is positively charged and lower conductor is negatively charged. Here upper conductor is negative and this is positive. The electric field has associated with its electric lines of force which are tangent to the electric field at each point. Here, in general, the electric lines of force have a tendency that acts on the free electrons associated with each conductor and force them to be displaced. So the movement of the charges creates a current that in turn produces magnetic field. These electric field lines either starts at positive charge and ends at negative charge. Otherwise starts at positive charge and ends at infinity. Otherwise starts at infinity and ends at negative charge. So here, because of this movement of charges, the magnetic field is produced. The magnetic lines of field lines always forms closed loops around the transmission ends around these two transmission lines encircling current carrying conductors. Because physically there are no magnetic charges. That's why we only represented these electric field lines. The creation of time varying electric and magnetic fields between the two conductors forms electromagnetic waves which travel along the transmission line and enter the antenna. Suppose if we remove the part of antenna structure, these free space waves can be formed by connecting the open ends of the. Suppose if we remove the half part of this antenna structure, this is the equivalent circuit. And free space waves can be formed by connecting the open ends of the electrical lines. By connecting these open ends of the electrical lines, we can get the waves like this. The free space waves also periodic. These waves also periodic, but a constant phase point P0 moves outwardly towards P1 with the speed of light and travels a distance of lambda. Now here the question is arises that how the guided waves are detached from the antenna to create free space waves. Here from P0 to P1 the free space waves travel a distance of lambda by 2. From P1 to P2 they travel a distance of lambda by 2. Total the distance from P0 to P2 is lambda and the time duration it takes to travel lambda by 2 distance is t by 2. Here a time duration is t by 2. Total time period in t, in the time period of t, these free space waves travel outwardly a distance of lambda. Now the question is how the guided waves are detached from the antenna to create free space waves. Let us take example in the river or pond, whatever it may be. Generally, the water waves are created by the dropping of a pebble in a calm body of water or initiated. That means initiated some other manner, whatever it may be, either dropping a pebble in a calm body of water or initiated in some other manner. Once the disturbance in the water has been initiated, water waves are created which begin to travel outwardly. If the disturbance has been removed, the waves do not stop or extinguish themselves, but continue their course of travel. If the disturbance persists, new waves are continuously created, which lag in their travel behind the others. The same is true with these electromagnetic waves. If the initial electric disturbance is caused by the some created initial disturbance is initial electrical disturbance is of short duration. The created electronic waves travel inside the transmission line and then enter into the antenna. Finally, they are radiated as free space waves, even if the electric source is removed. So, initial disturbance is caused by this source. Once the electromagnetic waves are generated, they travel through transmission line and enter into the antenna. If we remove the source, they continue their travel, even if the electric source has ceased to exist. If the electric disturbance is of continuous nature, electromagnetic waves exist continuously and follow in their travel, one behind the others. This way, the electromagnetic guided waves are detached from the antenna to create the free space waves.